Hello and welcome to this new video tutorial of CS Card product availability by zip code add-on. Now using this add-on, the customers can easily find out whether the product they want to order can be delivered in the desired zip code or not. The customer just needs to enter the zip code and tap on check button to view the availability of the product at the entered zip code. The option to enter the zip code is available at the product page and the quick view section as well. So in today's video tutorial for the CS Card product availability by zip code, I'll be taking you through the workflow at the customer end, and then I'll be taking you to the admin backend panel to show you how this works in the admin backend panel. But before that, please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates from our end. And if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. So right now you can see that I'm on the one of the search pages here, and I've searched for some products here. And if I tap here on the quick view option, in the quick view I'll be able to see this option here, check availability at your pin code, and I have a check option here, or the check button. So if I tap here on the check button, we can enter the zip code that I want to enter and check the availability of this particular product on my zip code there. And after entering the zip code, I can tap here on this play button to search the same there. Apart from this particular quick view section, if I go to the product page as well, this is the product page as you can see for the 2011 Tycoon product. Here as well we have the check availability at your pin code, and here we have a check option as you can see. Tapping the check option would bring up the section to enter the zip code there, and then we can tap here on the search option to view whether this particular product is available on the entered zip code or not. So you can access it through the quick view page or from the product pages as well. So on the product page you have the check availability at your pin code option, and here you have to check. After tapping on the check, you can enter the zip code. For example, I'll enter 201301 and I'll tap here on the search button thereafter. So here you can see that the pin code status for 201301, that the delivery is available for this particular product on the entered zip code, that is 201301. Now if I close it out, you can see delivery available at your pin code. If I want, I can change the zip code as well by tapping here and tapping on the change pin code link, and then we can enter, for example, if I enter 9001 and try and search whether this particular product is available on the entered zip code or not. So here you can see that the delivery is not available for this product on the entered zip code, that is 9001. But for 201301, if I check the availability, it is available on the zip code, that's 201301. So that's how this CS Card product availability by zip code works for the customers on the storefront, on the product page, from the product page, and from the quick view pages as well, as I've already shown you. Now let's hop on to the admin backend panel and let's see how the admin would be able to set these things up in the admin backend panel for the CS Card product availability by zip code. For that, let's hop on to the admin backend panel now. So we'll be logging into the admin backend panel by entering the email address and the password and tapping on the sign in button thereafter. Now after the successful installation of this particular add-on, that's the CS Card product availability by zip code, you'll find one option under the products. So you have to navigate to products, and under products you'll find product availability by pin code or the zip code, and here you'll be able to view, add, edit, import and export all of the products along with their pin code and zip codes. So here we have four different options. The first one is product list with their pin code zip code group, and import products with pin code zip code, export products with pin code zip code. So the very first option that we have is the product list with their pin codes. So if I tap on the product list with their pin code zip codes, this will bring up the complete list of products for which we have different associated zip codes there. So for example, we have 100G pants. If I tap here on the view option, we can see that the zip codes associated with this particular product are 20 asterisk and 12 asterisk. So if you remember, we were checking out one product and we were entering 201301. Now here you can basically use the wildcards, or you can directly enter the zip codes on which this particular product would be available. So I can enter the different zip codes, the complete zip codes separated by comma, and this can be 90010 for example. So multiple zip codes can be entered there, and here you can see that we have used one wild character here. So basically we can use a question mark for any single character, and we can use the asterisk for any number of characters thereafter. So for example, we have 20. If the initials of the zip code are 20, then this product will be available on the entered zip code, and if the initials of the zip code are 12, even then this particular product would be available. Now if I take you here and if I tap here and I enter 120001 and tap here on check button, you can see that for the zip code having the initial as 12, the delivery is available of this particular product on the entered zip code there, right? So that's how this the wildcards thing works. Here we also have an example for the wildcard. For example, if I enter the zip code as 98?78, then it would correspond to 9878, and the question mark would be any of the characters there, be it 9, 3, 9, etc. And for the asterisk, if we have, it corresponds to 1, 2, and it can have different characters thereafter. It can be 3 or 4 or 5 as per the depending upon the zip code that you're going to enter for your particular product there. Now here we have the complete list of the products with the associated zip codes on which the particular products would be available to the customers. Now if you want to add a new product with a different pin code or the zip codes there, you can tap here on the insert product button. That will bring up this particular section here. As you can see here, what you need to do is you need to choose the product first. So for example, if I go with 100 G pants and this one and add products and close, so we have 3 defined items here. These 3 products are here, and we can enter the pin codes manually or the zip codes manually as per our requirement there, or we can import the pin or the zip codes as well by using a CSV file or a comma separated value file there. So using the CSV file, we can import the zip codes in bulk there. And here like this, if you go with the enter pin code or the zip code manually, then you have to enter each of the zip codes manually. Here you can make use of the different wildcards like the question mark and the asterisk, as I've already shown you. For example, 20 star or 20 asterisk comma, for example 12 asterisk or 20130 question mark. So any of these zip codes having 201301, let me put a comma after 12 asterisks there, because we can also enter multiple zip codes separated by commas there. So if any of the zip codes is having these 5 digits in the initials like 20130 and any of the other characters there, then this particular product would be available at that particular zip code. Similarly, if any of the zip codes is having 20 in the initials, this product would be available there. If any are having 12 in the initials, then this product would be available on that particular zip code. You can also go with 9001 for example, or 90012. So this product would also be available at 9001, 9012 as well. And after this, what you need to do is you need to just tap here on the save button to save the particular changes there, right? Then you can view the same by tapping on the view button there. So if I view, you can see the updated, you can also update the pin code or the zip codes as per your own requirement there. So here you can see that we have the 20130 question mark, 9001, 90012 as well. So this was about the product list with their zip codes. So it might have helped you in understanding how you can set up the zip codes or the associated zip codes for the products there. Now coming to the pin code zip code group, here you can create a group basically, and within the group you can assign a particular zip code or multiple zip codes there, and for those zip codes you can set up the products that would be available on those zip codes, and you can also assign categories of the products falling within which would be available on the entered zip codes here within this particular section itself. So here you have to tap on the pin code zip code under general. Basically You'll set up the name of the group, set it as active, set the pin code insert method as manually or import, add the pin code zip codes. After that, go to the pin code zip code products, add the products, add products and close. Go to the categories, go to the add categories, select the categories, add categories and close, and then tap on the save button. So that's how you can add the pin code or the zip code groups as well. Now after that, we have the import products with pin code and zip code there. Now here you will be able to basically import the products with the product IDs with the pin code zip code there in bulk. And to do so, what you need to do is you need to have a comma separated value file within which you need to have the product ID field and the pin code zip code field. And then what you need to do is under the import options, you have to choose the CSV delimiter as comma, semicolon or tab. I'll go with the comma because I'll be having the CSV file, and then I'll choose it up from the local server, and then I'll tap here on the import button to import the particular file in bulk having the product IDs associated with their zip codes as well. Then lastly, we have the export products with pin code zip code. If I go to the export products with pin code zip code, from here you'll have to you'll be able to export details like the product ID and the product zip code, pin code and the zip code as well. So here you have to choose the CSV delimiter for the particular CSV file, the output, whether it's a direct download, a screen one or a server one. So you'll go with the direct download to download it onto your system there, and the file name is there automatically generated. And then you have to tap here on the export button to export the particular CSV file having the product ID and the pin code zip code associated with the different product IDs there. So these were the options under the product availability by pin code zip code option that we have, that are the product list with their pin code zip code group, import products with pin code zip code, and export products with pin code zip code. So yes, that was much about the particular plugin, that's the CS card product availability by zip code, and I hope it helped you out in understanding how you can basically easily find out whether the product you want to order can be delivered in the desired zip code or not. So what you need to do is you just need to enter the zip code and tap on the check button to view the availability of the product at the entered zip code. And the option to enter the zip code is available at the product page and the quick view section as well, as I've already shown you. On the product page, change pin code, enter the pin code and search for the pin. On the quick view page, this is the quick view page, quick view, change pin code 201301 for example, search. If it's available, then it will show delivery available at your pin code there. So yes, that was much about the CS card product availability by zip code there, and I hope it helped you out in understanding the workflow of the same. If you still have any questions, queries, suggestions or requirements regarding the same, then you can anytime get back to us at support@webcool.com, or you can raise a ticket at webcool.uvdesk.com as well. Apart from that, if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. And lastly, thanks for watching this particular video and have a great day ahead.